Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mundane Matt, and as you've noticed, I am a rotund individual. Some people call me fat. That's okay. I'm a big guy. I get it. I have been my entire life. I also understand that a lot of it is my own fault. I don't exercise as much as I should, and when I do exercise, I kind of ignore weight training and just focus more on cardio, which is not the best thing. I need to mix it up, right? Or else my body gets used to it, kind of just the way it is. It's something I'm working on, but it's something I could also be a lot better at. I understand that. Those are my own personal demons to fight, but I do understand as well that one of the biggest motherfuckers that comes from working out is the anxiety that comes from stepping on the scale. That is like the worst fucking part, but it's also a very essential part because that marks your progress. It does. It marks your progress if your goal is to try to lose weight. It calculates it. That's its entire function. It doesn't sit there and go, "You gained weight, fatty, stop eating them Twinkies." Although if it did, it would probably have a better impact on how much weight we actually lose. But anyway, at Carleton University in Canada, officials have removed the scale inside of the campus gym because of snowflakes, basically. Yeah, the scale was removed a couple weeks ago in an effort to mesh with current health trends that prioritize well-being over focus on weight. So essentially, fat acceptance, right? They removed the scale in the campus gym because fat people were basically going, "I don't like looking at it. It is mean to me." No, it's not judgmental. It's an accurate representation of the fact that you either have or have not lost weight. And the worst part about it is when you counted your calories and you've worked your ass off and you step on the scale thinking you've dropped a couple pounds and you realize you've moved like an ounce and you go, "Ah, fuckers, you fucking shit dick motherfucker." You get mad because you don't quite maybe realize that if you've done weight training, you might have replaced some fat with muscle. And it's just, again, these are elements of weight loss and body and healthy maintaining of your body that come into play that are necessary. And this scale, as much of it's a bitch, is definitely part of that. Now, Bruce Marshall, who is the manager of health and wellness at the Canadian University, says, "We don't believe in being fixated on weight has any positive effect on your health and well-being. The body is an amazing machine, and even when we are dieting and training, it will often find a homeostasis at a certain weight." Yes, that is true, right? That is true. It does become a plateau after a while, but you can get past that plateau and continue to drop weight. It's a constant maintenance. That's the whole part of it. It's something that a lot of us are really horrible at. Like in the United States, I looked at the statistics. 2/3 of people, of adults in this country, are overweight or obese. And as a person who is one of those people, I get it. It sucks. We need a higher emphasis on healthy eating and exercise in this country. And it becomes hard to do given the weight of everything else. But when you're in college, yes, there's stress there as well. But by removing a scale, you think it's going to like help people do better in school and do away with the stigma? That's fucking horseshit. You're literally setting them up for fail, because they're not monitoring what they've lost or what they've gained as a way to track their progress. And if you don't track your progress, eventually it gets lost. But one freshman did say this: "Scales are very triggering. I think people who disagree with taking it out are being insensitive because they simply don't understand. They think eating disorders are a choice when actually there are serious illness." Yeah, I agree. They are. Eating disorders is very much, they're horrible things. And I think we all have them to an extent, right? We all look at certain foods a certain way, or we try to do something a certain way. But the scale isn't the problem. Freshmen at Carleton University, the scale is not the problem. If you think that eating disorders are a mental illness, right, and that's something you've identified that you have, then go see a mental health professional. Talk about your problems, overcome your fears. The scale is only something you're directing your fear at. It's only something you're directing your anger at. It's literally an inanimate object that you have projected all of your own insecurities onto. By removing the scale, you are simply taking away any responsibility from yourself to monitor your own progress. And that's what it is. I said, it can easily get lost, which is really funny. Now, the university at this point might reconsider putting the scale back in because they've gotten a lot of ridicule, rightfully so, and they're like, "Yeah, maybe it's for the best we put this thing back in, you know." And they should easily put it back in. And they should put up a sign next to it: "If you feel you have an eating disorder, Here's a number for a fucking a college counselor. Go talk to this person, get some help, and try that route first, because that is going to have more of a positive impact on your own well-being in order to help you then maintain a healthier lifestyle. Okay, because you're not healthy at any size. The fat acceptance movement is telling you a lie. No one is responsible for your body other than you. Where in Canada, it's 29% of adults over the age of 18 are overweight. That's still, it's 1/3. 2/3 of America, but then again, our population sizes are totally fucking different. So that's still a large portion of fucking people that are overweight. And not everyone out there can use it's the scale's fault argument. And the fact that you're even trying and saying that it's triggering deserves ridicule and mockery, because it shows you that you have absolutely no fucking personal responsibility for how big you are or how healthy you are. You put that emphasis on an inanimate object that literally just tells you how much you weigh. That is so fucking sad. It is so fucking sad. But being healthy is something we look at as a chore, when we should stop looking at it as a chore. We should look at it as a way to prolong our life on this planet, to prolong our health and make sure we're able to be healthier for people who love us and for people who we love and our families and everything else. And that's something that is very hard to do, especially given the culture surrounding gyms and surrounding, people's own insecurities around their own weight. And that is something we all deal with, myself included. I've been a fat guy my entire life. When I was in fucking elementary school, there were two groups that had to kick my ass every day for being fat. And I'm not making this up. There was the Poke Patrol and KMFA, which was the Kick Matt's Fat Ass. That is the type of people in fucking elementary school that were poking me and prodding me about my weight because I was a big kid. And I'm a big adult now, and they don't fuck with me as much. Well, they wouldn't anyway. Most of them have actually fucking apologized. But the truth is, that's what it was like back then. And that made me develop a horrible eating habit. A horrible habit. I mean, I was horking down Butterfingers like they were just fucking carrot sticks. You know what I mean? That was my go-to comfort food. And when my mom realized that this was very much affecting my psyche, she sent me to a child counselor to talk about my problems and my feelings. And I was there for 2 years working on myself mentally. Do I need to go back and maintain that? Absolutely, because our mental health is very much as important as our physical health, and we put more emphasis on our physical health than our mental health. And when you fucking fail to acknowledge one, but you focus on the other, you get people removing scales out of gyms because they're triggered. All right, like, weight loss is a huge issue in not only America, but Canada and a multitude of other countries. And instead of going after scales for literally doing the one job that they were created for, we need to focus more on our own well-being and focus on our health and realize that these are just tools there to help guide us. But by putting your anger on them, it shows you how immature you are, how unwilling you are to take responsibility for what you put in your gullet, how big you are, how much you work out, how much you sweat, how many calories you burn. It's you, not the scale. And that goes towards me. That goes towards you out there trying to lose weight. That goes for all of us. So reading this kind of story, while it's easy to mock and make fun of, I am legitimately pissed off at it, because fuck these people that cried about a scale. You're in college. You're meant to be adults. Fucking act like it. But what are your thoughts on this? Very curious to know. Go ahead and write them down in the comments. My name is, of course, Mundane Matt. If you haven't already, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel. Check back often for more content from me. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day. Peace out.